Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. After a little gap, we are back again. So, children, actually, in the previous classes, we were trying to understand about agriculture in India. So, as part of that, we tried to understand the different agricultural practices followed across the country. What are the agricultural seasons in the country? And we tried to understand about many other factors like different crops, what kind of temperature and atmosphere is required for its cultivation, what are the major crops in India. We have seen certain food crops like paddy, wheat, maize and pulses, millets. Now we shall see about the food crops other than grains. They are edible, but they are not the grains. Grains in the sense wheat is a grain, paddy is a grain, maize is a grain, millets are the grains. They are food crops. But today we shall see about food crops other than grains, like for example sugarcane, oil seeds and even tea, coffee and horticulture crops like fruits and vegetables. These are the things which we shall discuss today. Coming to the sugarcane, children, this is a tropical crop actually, as well as a subtropical crop, and it grows well in hot and humid climatic conditions. With a temperature between 21 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, it grows well. It requires an annual rainfall between 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters. These conditions which I have mentioned are same like the paddy. Paddy also requires the same kind of climatic condition, but paddy requires rainfall above 100 centimeters of rainfall. But here sugarcane requires 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters of rainfall. And if the irrigation is available, the artificial supply of water through the canals or through the bore wells, if the water is available, irrigational facilities are available, it can grow well even in the low rainfall areas also. And it can be grown well in a variety of soils and needs manual labor because of harvesting and sowing. It requires manual labor, not with the machinery but with the manual labor. And India is one of the second largest producer of sugar in the world. And what is the first country then? Brazil is the leading producer of sugarcane, children. Sugar, children. Brazil. Remember this. Brazil is the leading producer and India is the second largest producer of sugar in the world. So it's a main source. That means sugarcane is the main source of sugar, as well as gur, jaggery, bellam. And it is also a main source for molasses, which is used in the making of the whiskey and other alcoholic products. And it is also used in the kandasari. Okay. And the major sugarcane producing states in Andhra Pradesh, in India, if you see, Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer of sugarcane in the country, followed by Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab and Haryana. So these are, but Uttar Pradesh ranks first. Uttar Pradesh has many sugar industries and it is also the largest sugar cane producing state in the country, Uttar Pradesh. Coming to the oil seeds. See, there are different kinds of oil seeds like sunflower, groundnut, soya, soybean and different kinds of oil seeds are present in the country. India is the largest producer of oil seeds in the world. And different oil seeds are grown covering approximately 12% of the total cropped area of the country. Most of these are edible, that means which we used in the cooking. And however, some of these are used as raw material in the soap industry, in the cosmetic industry, in the making of ointments and in the medicinal industry. And groundnut is a kharif crop. We have discussed in the previous class, children, regarding the Rabi and kharif crop. Okay, so it is a kharif crop. Kharif is nothing but which is in the months of June, July, August season, kharif. So it is a kharif crop. And out of entire oil seeds, groundnut accounts for about half of the major oil seeds produced in the country. And Telangana, Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of groundnut in the country. Palli. Groundnut is nothing but palli. So Telangana ranks first in the production of the groundnut and followed by the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Linseed and mustard seed. Mustards, I think you know mustard. Okay, aval. So And linseed is nothing but a seed which is brought out of cotton. Okay, so that cotton oil and sesamum, amudam. So it is also a kharif crop in north as well as rabi crop in south. Castor seed is another important oil which is produced in the country, and it is also kharif as well as rabi crop. These crops are grown in rabi as well as in kharif. That means in both seasons it grows well. Coming to the tea, India is one of the leading producer of the tea even. Tea cultivation is an example of a plantation irrigation, plantation crop in the country. Plantation in the sense tota. Okay, so you might have seen in films the beautiful tea gardens. It's a garden cultivation. Tea cultivation is a, and it is also an important beverage crop. Do you drink tea in the morning? Your parents drink tea. So it's a beverage. Beverage is nothing but drinking crop. Okay, it is initially introduced by the British. Previously, we don't have this habit of drinking tea. It is actually brought by the colonial rulers, Britishers. So it has become a part and parcel of our life now, drinking tea. So, and most of us are addicted to the tea also. Without tea, their brain doesn't function, isn't it? Their everyday morning starts with the tea. So today, most of the tree plantations are owned by the Indians. Even though it is brought by Britishers, it is owned by the Indians. The tea plant grows well in a tropical as well as a subtropical climates, endowed with deep and fertile soil, rich in humus and organic matters. If it is very rich in the nutrients, the tea gardens grows well. Tree bushes require warm and moist, frost-free climatic condition. Generally, in the months of November, December, January, we have frost in the climatic condition. Moist you find, okay. Early in the morning on the seat of your father's vehicle or on the car or on the road, you find moist early in the morning. So it requires moist-free conditions to grow. Tea is a labor-intensive industry because picking up of ripened leaves is required, and it requires abundant skilled labor. And tea is processed within the tea garden in order to keep its aroma, smell, and its freshness together. It will be processed immediately near the tea gardens. Have you ever visited any tea garden? Have you visited to Ooty? Then you will find this kind of tea processing unit also just by the side of the tea garden. Major tea producing states in the country, if you look at them, the hilly regions of Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. India is one of the leading producer of the tea as well as exporter of the tea in the world. It is also the producer as well as exporter of tea in the world. Coming to the coffee. Okay, some people have the habit of sipping coffee. So coffee is also one such important beverage crop, and India produces about 4% of the world's coffee production. And Indian coffee is known in the world for its good quality. And what quality of coffee is known in the country is the Arabica variety. Initially, this is brought from Yemen. Okay, the Arabica quality of coffee seeds are brought from the Yemen, and it started producing the country. This variety is in great demand all over the world. Initially, its cultivation got introduced in Baba Budan Hills, and even today its cultivation is confined only to the Nilgiri Hills of Karnataka and even to the Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And coming to the horticulture crops, that means fruits and vegetables, if you look, India is one of the leading producer of the fruits and vegetables in the world. Tropical and temperate fruits like mangoes of Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, oranges of Nagpur and Chirapunji, bananas of Kerala and Mizoram, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, lychee and Goa of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, pineapples of Meghalaya, grapes of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra, apples of Jammu and Kashmir, pears, apricots and nuts from Himachal Pradesh are in great demand all over the world. India produces about 1/6 of vegetables in the world, and it is an important producer of peas, cauliflower, onion, cabbage and even tomato, brinjal and potatoes in the world. India is one of the leading producer of these all, and potatoes, these Western people in their regular diet they eat potatoes mostly. So India is one of the leading producer of the potatoes even. So about the non-food crops we shall see in the next class, children. I hope you have understood the food crops other than grains: sugarcane, oil seeds, and even about the tea and coffee and horticulture crops like fruits and vegetables. I think you have learnt about horticulture crops. What is the leading producer of bananas, children? Kerala. Oranges, Nagpur. So these are the fruits from where they are grown mostly. And in the next class, we shall see much about the non-food crops, children. Until then, take care. Thank you, children.